This will be my second video. My second art video, yes. I've still been working on my bear. You can see it. I'm trying to get this done in the next 2.5 weeks. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Okay, so for this project, your supplies are very, very simple. Super cheap also, which is great. I got some glitter glue. Glitter glue, ooh. I got this at Walmart for like 60 cents, super cheap. You would need some watercolor paper or a canvas, whatever works for you. I'm just using watercolor paper today because that's what I've got. And then what else? We need a brush, a soft brush. Usually your brush comes with your watercolors. You can get it really cheap, like Crayola set. You don't have to be fancy. It's just watercolors, not a big deal. Ooh. Yes. Watercolors. This project's skill level is easy. Kids can do this if they want. It'd be really cool. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to use a pencil and we're going to draw out your design, okay? We are going to start out with our piece of paper. You get a pencil and you want to draw your design. I'm going to go for kind of like a flower design. So I want to start with some petals. This is one design you could do. I just made a flower and then some squiggly lines. I did some circles. You could make whatever you want with this technique. You could draw a dog, you could draw a cat, you could draw a tree, whatever floats your boat, go ahead and do it. My other design I'm going to do is pretty simple. I'm going to do lines like this. Then I'm going to do some dots. Lines in this one. My design kind of looks like a spaceship. Love that. You could draw a little alien if you wanted. I don't know. Second step, we're going to take your glitter glue. You're going to go over your design. Over those pencil marks, exactly where they're at. Your purpose of this is to make little pockets, okay? Little pockets for your watercolor to go. And then when this dries, we're going to put watercolor on top of it. Take my glitter glue, shake it up, and I'm going to start going over these patterns. Whenever you're working with something with paint where your hand might drag along it, always start in that upper left-hand corner if you're right-handed. If you're left-handed, start in the upper right-hand corner. But I am right-handed, so I'm going to start over here. And we're just going right over those lines. We have our complete thingy. Ta-da! So these are my 2 that I have come up with. I personally like the flower one, a little more adult, but this is more of a kid-friendly one. You guys, really, you can do whatever you want to draw. You just, I like that I was holding Bob Ross. Let's put Bob Ross over here. You can, oh man, Bob Ross, no. You're gonna wanna let this dry. Maybe overnight would be easiest. It's just like regular like school glue. It just takes a little bit. Let it dry completely though. You want it to be, like if you touch it, it shouldn't be sticky or anything at all, okay? You need it to be completely dry. That way you can put watercolor on top of it and not have it like go everywhere. Third step is watercolor. You're gonna pick a couple colors, whatever colors you want. You could do rainbow, you could do all blue, you could do all pink, you could do whatever. I'm gonna do rainbow for this one just because I think it'd be really cool. So to use watercolor, you just take your brush, dip it in some water, and then go directly on top of that paint, and then paint, okay? If you're gonna switch a color, like if I went from yellow to blue, I need to rinse my brush off in water before I do that, okay? Otherwise, you're gonna get a weird brown color, and that's no good. When you touch your painting, it shouldn't be sticky. It should be completely dry. This actually took like a day and a half to dry. It's gonna take like overnight at the very least. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some water, that's just in a little cup, my little paintbrush I was talking about earlier, water, and I'm going to start on a small section so we can see. So what I did was I just filled this with water a little bit. Green. You got your paintbrush wet, you put it in this, and then it'll make the color, you just kind of swirl it around. And then I'm gonna lightly touch. And because there's like a little pocket from the glitter, it'll stay in that pocket, hopefully. This time I'm just gonna put it down, just so you can see what it looks like. This is what it looks like when you just go paint to paper and don't put the water on top first. You're not gonna get that kind of swirly. And then I'm gonna take the water and put it on top of that. Okay. Sometimes it's good to have a little tester piece like this. This is kind of my tester piece instead of this one. We're gonna finish with this one. So this one's just kind of see how it's going, what's going on. If you want kind of a cool crystally effect, you can take some regular table salt and get a little bit and sprinkle it on top of the section you want. You kind of just let that happen, and I like to put colors on top of it. It's really just about playing, you know, experiment, see what you like, see what you don't like, see what's going on. What'll happen with the salt is the paint kind of pulls away from it. So if you have a piece of salt, it'll kind of be like a white spot right there. It'll pull away and the color won't sit there. I sprinkled salt on this blue part and let it dry, and that's how it gets that kind of snowflake effect. And I think on our main one, we're gonna do the same thing. My favorite colors are blue and yellow. You'll probably figure that out as we go. I use a lot. I think I want my flower to be blue and purple. So we're gonna start with let's start on the inside. And I'm putting water down first. I'm just rubbing the water into this color, and then I'm gonna put little drops. Awesome. Now I think I'm gonna do yellow on my tops here. Same thing, I'm gonna lay down some yellow. You're kind of in the way. Excuse me. You're good. Alright, everything's dry. Here's my tester piece. You can see it. I can't see if you can see it. Where the salt is where those white spots are. It kind of looks like snowflakes is what I like, or crystally. That's what I like to say. This one's dry. I really like this one a lot. I think it's really pretty. Both dry, both ready to go. Put it in a frame or, you know, catch it on fire, whatever. Whatever feelings you have for it, let's go. Thank you for watching. This is my video. I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna try to keep doing things. I'm leaving for Florida pretty soon, so we might have to have a little break, like a month long. But I am gonna do some more projects. I'm gonna film them. We're gonna see what happens, and I'm excited. Check out my Instagram. I have my main Instagram, which is for like my art, and then an Instagram for this channel. I'll put the link down at the bottom. So my question to you is, for our next project, should we do something simple like this where kids can do it, Or should we go with something a little more hard, like a real acrylic painting that you would do on a wine paint night? Let me know down below. Give me a big thumbs up if you liked this video, and let me know what you think. I don't know, how long does... Ow! Is it recording? Hello?